All right. Good morning. What's happening? Hello. How are you? Good morning, Kevin Hawthorne on YouTube. See if anybody jumps on Instagram. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep trying. Tyler Kirk helped me out the other day. Jumped on. Yeah. We got July 2nd today. And she's a scorcher here in northern Maine. Going to hit 90 today again. Brakes jammed up on my Jeep yesterday. Something to do with the e-brake, I think. Didn't want to let go, so it was better this morning, but happened once before too. So I guess we got to get it in to get looked at. But how you guys doing? What's happening? What happening? Yeah. Welcome to Live 365. Good morning, Tucker over there on Instagram. Yeah, Sherry Turner. Good morning. First one in on Facebook. Yeah, how you guys doing? I'm sitting at the kitchen. I guess it's a peninsula, not a bar. The backdrop of the newly finished ceiling in the living room. So got some of that pre-finished pine and matched stuff. Goes up pretty well. Wendy almost quit a couple times, but she hung in there. I'm a real joy to work with. Nah, I'm not too bad. Good morning, Jess Novak. How are you? Good morning from Natchez. Elizabeth Greer. What's happening? Good to see you. Mike Nunez from Nunez Vineyard Management over on the Insta Chats. Good to see you guys. What's happening? Beautiful day here in northern Maine. Going to touch 90 when everybody complains about the heat and forgets about how long winter is. So, guys, just keep that in mind as you complain today. Put a little light on the subject here. Coffee's good. We're almost done living in two places, which is good. Dave Zemchek from hot, steamy central New York. Yeah. I think Dave Brackett's bringing the weather up here with him. So he's coming up. I get a chance to show him the place, which is good. He won't fully appreciate the gem that we rolled into here. Pulling a bead and stacking. Get headed north. Good to see you. And Rick, I know you pack everything. Right now, Sherry's probably going, Jesus. You gotta put everything in the Yukon. Dragging a 16-foot trailer, strapped down. Gotta have it, you know? We'll have you do a brake job on the Jeep while you're there. I just had brakes put in, I think. I don't know. I have to look. Something's awry. I think it was the heat. So if not for the sheer power and horsepower of the Jeep, I wouldn't have been able to overcome the brakes being stuck. Roy Dahl, good morning. I did that once. Nobody forgets. But you had everything you needed. And Sherry tolerated that as well going up the highway. Almost get into it with some lady at the gas station this morning, but I used restraint, but she spoke to her kid in a manner that I thought was really, really bad because he pressed the wrong gas button. Then she yelled an expletive at him and made him feel about 2 feet tall, and he was only about 4 feet tall. And I just was like, so I burned a hole in her head with my death stare, and she got the point. But I can only imagine how that woman must talk to her kid when nobody's around. And it just kind of turned my stomach a little bit. So be kind, people. Kids make mistakes. So make them feel like a piece of crap when they do. And you're a low-level human in my book. So kid was just trying and hated to see that. Wendy saw it too. And she got back in the Jeep. I was doing the gas. She went inside and I started to tell her about it. She said, oh, I heard it. I heard it. So good morning, Rachel. Ben, good to see you. Roy Dahl says, good morning, team. Yeah. Time Master. I like that name, the Time Master. Ben Bryant. Celtics traded Jaylen Brown. You know, that doesn't hurt my feelings, really. Good a player as he was. I don't know. I don't really care for how he played, but I don't think they're going to call and ask me what I think. So it's all good. Yeah, that hurt my heart too, Jess. I just sat there for a minute, and I had to kind of distract myself because the kid just sat there staring at the ground after that happened, and you know, and I mean, I could have dismantled her verbally, but wouldn't have made the situation any better. I probably, looking back, should have said, "Hey, buddy, people make mistakes. It's okay," you know. So anyway, one of those times when you kind of wish you had it back a little bit. But good morning, Jen Vane. Good to see you in the mix. Kind of Eon over on Instagram. Good to see you, buddy. Remember when we were younger, you always used to tell me you were going to kick my ass. I got brothers, you know. Yeah, coffee's good this morning. It's good and hot, like it's going to be outside. We'll be inside most of the day. We've got a bunch of coaching calls. Wendy's going to do some painting. Got a bunch of trim ripped up last night. Got the ceiling done in Jess's room, and we got a little bit more flooring to do, but it's because the guy ordered a material, didn't order an extra box, but that's okay. I didn't want to be kicking around a box of flooring for 20 years. We did the ceiling just before we get to the end. I took one of my books. You may have heard that I wrote a book and slid it up in above the V match. So I don't know, 50, 60, 100 years from now, when somebody pulls down the ceiling, they're going to see that book. So Kenny, that's funny. Yeah. Good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well, man. Thanks, Jess. Grab a candy bar and slip it into the kid in the side if possible. But your look spoke to him. Yeah, it was not a good look. Good look. And the whole time I pumped gas, I was just like that. Like, did you really just say that to him? You know. So anyway, don't like that stuff. So Matt Blood is here. Good to see you, my friend. The illustrious Matt Blood is going to come do our tile up here. So we're looking forward to mostly seeing Matt and also getting some tile done. So looking forward to it, brother. Anyway, we consider ourselves fortunate to be able to have someone of that level of talent come and do our tile work. It's going to be good. I'm going to ask him a lot of questions too. He said he's going to make Wendy a tremendous tile person. So that's good. So anyway, hey guys, we've been talking about becoming irreplaceable, not indispensable, irreplaceable. Okay. Today I want to talk about becoming the person who solves problems. You ever have that person that just comes, oh, this is a problem, that's a problem. They got a problem for every solution, right? Don't be that guy or girl, right? I want to talk about how to become the person everybody wants on their team. Okay. You ever notice like every workplace has pretty much two kinds of people. Ones that when a problem shows up, they start explaining why it happened, right? Oh, yeah, Johnny did this and Frank did that, and he sucks at that. The other one just starts trying to figure it out, okay? One of them just gets mired in the problem and all that. Who cares why it happened right now in the moment? We'll talk about that later. Let's figure it out. Guess which one of those people advances in life and in business? Yeah. Guess which one people trust? Yeah, the person trying to solve it. Okay. Guess which one becomes irreplaceable? Yeah, interesting. Truth is, the world doesn't reward people for pointing out problems. Okay. They probably know it's a problem. You know, hey, Captain Obvious, right? you know, it rewards people for solving problems. Okay. Rachel says, I got to have an extra box of flooring. Yeah, if you get it, you never need it. If you don't, you will. It's like those 2 or 3 pieces of tile you kick around your basement, right, Matt? Because, I mean, I don't know. How does a tile really ever break? I've never really had a tile break. If it's installed right, probably won't. So get rid of them. Shoot. Hey, anybody can find what's wrong, right? There's some people that just live in that area, right? And right now in life, it's never been easier to criticize. All you gotta do is flip on social media, right? It's trained us to become professional critics. Saw a guy cutting Matt, you know the guy, Winnie Designs. He was cutting a 4-inch hole in some shower panel, right? He didn't have eyeglasses on. He didn't have any PPE, right? And I said, I'm going to open the comments, and people are just going to be roasting him for not wearing safety glass. You know, this guy does this cool thing, and everybody just lights him up, right? So that's social media for you. Everybody can find a problem, okay? We can also, like, always point out what's broken in a business, what's wrong with a leader, what's missing in a marriage, what's wrong in politics, right? What's wrong with the economy, because we're all economists, right? Um, but identifying problems doesn't create value, guys. Okay, solving them does. One of the easiest ways to stand out is to become solution oriented. Hey, I remember a woman, we had an issue on a job. A guy did something the opposite way I told him to do it, and it was an easy fix. I just had him come back and do it the other way. And the customer wanted to talk about why it happened, and I said, okay, that's a discussion for a later date. Right now, what I want to talk about is how we're going to fix it. And she just kept hammering on why, but I just don't understand how that could happen. Okay, all right, let's talk about that, right? So whenever you catch yourself saying, here's the problem, okay, challenge yourself to add, and here's what I think we could do about it. Good morning, Mark Bunker. How about that ceiling, huh? Welcome. You might have snuck by the Time Master. It's Ben's new nickname. All right. That's the mindset. Like, and here's what I think we could do about it. That's the mindset of somebody that we want on the team, right? Okay. Don't bring empty hands. If you think, hey, if you work for somebody or you're part of a team or you're owning a business, and this is one of my favorite leadership principles. There's a name for it. I think I heard Sal Frisella talking about it one day. If you're going to bring your boss or your spouse or your team a problem, don't come empty-handed. Bring at least one possible solution. I think the rule was, if you come to me with a problem, bring me 3 solutions and tell me which one you think we should do, which one we should, employ. Okay. Bring it at least one possible solution. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to move the conversation forward versus back. Yeah, here's the problem. And, Johnny over here, if he had done that and this and that and that, we wouldn't be in this spot. Doesn't matter. Okay. People who consistently bring solutions become trusted advisors, not just employees or team members. They're the people that people trust. They look to. Hey, Mark, what are we going to do here? You had a great solution on the last problem. What should we do? Every single business owner watching this has had problems. Every single person watching this has had problems. Employees quit. Customers complain. Hey, jobs go sideways. And Mark, he just commented, you know how it is. Like, that one little thing happens and then it snowballs and then it starts to get away from you, right? Equipment breaks. It might be, hey, there's a shift in the market. The phone hasn't ringed. Here's the difference, guys. Average people see obstacles. Leaders see opportunities to improve the system. Well, let's see where this breaks, okay? Every recurring problem is trying to teach you something. So instead of asking, who messed this up? I want somebody's head on a stick, right? What system allowed this to happen? Because you have a system, whether you realize it or not. Yeah, don't leave your monkey. Take it with you on the problem. I like that. What's that other saying? If everybody stood in a circle and put their problems in a 5-gallon bucket and you could reach in and take someone else's, you'd grab your own probably, right? Yeah. What system allowed this to happen? This is how businesses scale, okay? Your response is your reputation. If somebody knows you're going to blow a gasket or whatever every time they bring something to you, they're not going to bring stuff to you. Okay. They won't remember every problem you faced. They'll remember how you responded. Did you panic? Did you blame? Did you just disappear? Oh, talk to Frank about that. Or did you stay calm, communicate clearly, and work toward a solution, right? That's what earns trust, guys. Not perfection, composure. So, all right. And it was a time when I just, I think I was putting out fires all the time, or I think I just realized that my job as the owner was solving problems. And so rather than peeling myself off the ceiling every time there was a problem, I just said, all right, here's another ground ball to short. I got to fire it over to first. Like, I'm the problem solving guy. So why not just expect that there's going to be things you need to solve? It changes your perspective on your day, really. Okay. Yeah. I mean, think of, like, it wasn't but a few months ago, I didn't feel I was in the right spot. Okay. So I made a change. Okay. Instead of saying, well, what's the problem here? I just said, what's the opportunity? The opportunity was to reboot my one-on-one and start Edge Live. Here we go. Let's rock. Okay. Continue that live 365 without missing a day. I couldn't control every circumstance. I could control my response. So the mindset made all the difference, right? You got to kind of ask yourself, or ask, like, think of the last problem that you faced. Did you spend more time talking about it or solving it? It's a good question, right? What's one problem in your life of business that you've been avoiding because it feels too big? That's something. I'm going to kick that down the road. I don't want to deal with that today. That'll be there tomorrow. Then it's just stress and anxiety that goes on the pile, right? Share it in the comments if you dare, right? What's a problem in your life or business that you've been avoiding just because it feels too big? Yeah, coffee's good. Bought a little mini Keurig, 1 cupper. Well, they are 1 cup, but like the reservoir is just like 1 cup of coffee. It's pretty good. I'll take it. Get you by. Yeah. Guys, today solve a problem you've been putting off. Think of it. Like, take a couple minutes after this. Go, okay, what have I been avoiding? It's a great day to do that because here we come staring down the barrel of the 4th of July weekend. Hey, maybe you're off tomorrow. Why not leave your stuff, your business, your job, whatever your responsibility is, leave it on a good spot. Make the phone call. Have the difficult conversation. Fix the broken process. Respond to the email. Schedule the appointment. Take the first step. Momentum usually starts with one decision. This stops here. Jen says, struggling to let go of things that aren't serving me because I've said yes to many things. Yeah. Jen, get online and order the book Come Home by Nick Peterson, N-I-C Peterson. Come Home by Nick Peterson. I just started reading it again. I just read it a week and a half ago. Tom Ferris sent it to me. It's a fantastic book. Now I'm going through and highlighting things. That tells you how much I like it. It's called Come Home by Nick Peterson, N-I-C Peterson. You'll find it on Amazon. And it'll be very timely for you. Like the one I brought to camp. Yeah. 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 Momentum usually starts with one decision, guys. All right. One thing I've learned from coaching business owners, like some of you guys that are on here, your team watches how you respond when things go wrong. Yeah, thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. I've been sending that book to everybody. So please know that you sending that one book to me is putting it in a bunch of people's hands. Thank you. Yeah, your team watches how like what you do when things go wrong. Do you panic? Do you blame? If you do that, they do that. Right? If you stay steady and focus on solutions, that becomes the culture. Okay. So as the leader, you're not just solving problems, you're teaching everyone else how to respond to them. So it runs deep, guys. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Say hi to Mike. Talking about being irreplaceable. Irreplaceable people don't have fewer problems than everyone else. Okay. They don't have this magic formula. Okay. They simply refuse to let problems have the final word. Okay. Don't take no for an answer, right? They ask better questions. They stay calm under pressure and they keep moving forward, moving toward a solution. As you always hear me say, I move the needle, right? I use it all the time. Okay. That's the kind of person people remember. That's the kind of leader people follow. Okay. All right. So if this message challenged you in some way or resonated with you at all, hey, just share it with someone who's facing a difficult situation right now. It might help. And that's really why I do this, to help as many people as I can. Sharing stories about lessons I've learned in business and life. And they say, find your uniqueness and exploit it in the service of others. And I guess that's what I'm doing. All right. That's what I'm doing. So please share it out. If you would, I would love it. Join me tomorrow. We'll talk about one of the fastest ways to build trust and one of the quickest ways to lose it. Okay. So tomorrow will be good. This whole week is they're good talks. I enjoy them, enjoy giving them, enjoy going over, and I enjoy getting prepped for it. Oddly enough, the irony here is that so much of this stuff is like, it hits home with me as well, and it prompts me to be better and to continue to improve. So I hope it lands with you guys. Pop a fist pump in the chat. If you enjoyed it, please share it out. Don't forget, we had an off week this week with our Edge Live calls, but we start back up again on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Okay, if you're looking for a community to be involved in, that's not $4,000 a month and crazy money with no deliverables. This is what you're looking for. Edge Live. Okay, it's reasonable. We do 3 calls a month. One is a personal development call. We pick a topic and hammer it, go deep. The business development call is on the next week, Tuesday at 5 again, 5 Eastern. All right, we pick a business development topic and talk about. It might be sales, might be marketing, it might be how you're showing up as a leader. Okay, might be any one of those things. Okay, the third call is called office hours. All right, we pick someone that's having a challenge. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you being here. Have a great 4th. Pick someone that's having a challenge that wants to jump on the hot seat, and not to be picked on or singled out, but it's like, let's just say Bill made the last comment. Bill jumps on and says, hey, I'm having this problem with the guys in the field or something like that. And so we go around kind of round table and ask clarifying questions. And then we go back around and offer feedback with the idea that, hey, maybe Bill comes away from this call thinking about things a little bit different way, and maybe it helps him move the needle a little bit and solve his problem. So Edge Live, who will I see there? Mark Bunker says, thanks, buddy. Hey, I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. We're going to do some coaching today, which I'm excited about. Maybe sprinkle in a little bit of painting. When Wendy gets back, I'll tell her how to do it and make sure she's doing it right. No, I won't do that. But yeah, we're moving the needle every day here, making progress. And over the next couple of weeks, this is quickly going to take shape and become something that we feel like we can move into. So appreciate you guys. Talk to you tomorrow, same time, same station. Take care, guys. Have a great day.